in the fourth judge's case. So the reasoning given by the Supreme Court was as below. They said that this reform in itself is unconstitutional. How it is unconstitutional? It is compromising the independence of judiciary. Independence of the judiciary. Moreover, it is also compromising the concept of separation of powers. Separation of powers. So the Supreme Court held that both of these things, they are basically against the, they are the basic structure of the constitution. They are the basic structure of the constitution, and this reform, this NJAC Act is against the basic structure of the constitution, since it is compromising the independence of judiciary. So by giving this reasoning, the Supreme Court of India, it rejected this NJAC Act. But it also recognized, it also admitted that there are some flaws, there are some limitations of the collegium system, and the Supreme Court shall take steps to do away with those limitations. So the Supreme Court asked the government to present a memorandum of procedure, memorandum of understanding to do away with the limitations of the collegium system. So what can be the way forward? What can be the steps that can be taken to do away with the limitations of this collegium system? So the most important debate in this collegium system is of transparency and accountability versus the independence of judiciary. So there is a debate on transparency versus independence of judiciary. So here if we see, the problem is not with who appoints the judges, but the manner in which they are appointed. As we discussed earlier, there is no particular secretariat of this commission, no official minutes of meetings are released, and no particular criteria is there. So what we can have, there can be a specific well-defined criteria that should be followed by the collegium while deliberating and while recommending the names. So the criteria and procedures should be well defined, well explained, well documented, so that can be followed by the collegium while deliberating and recommending the names. Moreover, to improve the transparency, the official minutes of meetings of the collegium can be published in the public domain, so they can be made public. Moreover, the concept of equality of opportunity. Equality of opportunity. Equality of opportunity can be brought in this collegium system, since the function of judiciary is to serve justice, to give justice to the people of India. But what if the judiciary itself does not provide the equality of opportunity to the candidates that are therefore appointment to the office of higher judiciary? So there should be some provisions to bring the equality of opportunity. Moreover, there shall also be provisions to bring adequate representation of different sections of the population. For example, there can be some sort of reservation for women and the depressed classes. The depressed classes like SC, ST, persons with disability and so on, so that a proper representation of different sections of the society can be there in the higher judiciary. So by using these reforms, we can reintroduce the National Judicial Appointment Commission Act, and we can do away with the limitations of the collegium system. Thank you.